Welcome to Jerry Jr.'s Garage. In this video, we're going to be going over a 1912 Model T Speedster. This is Ted's Speedster with Klepp's Garage. Links will be in the description to their channel if you want to check out more. Stay tuned as we get into taking it for a test drive, giving it a quick walk around, and seeing what these old Model Ts were all about.
So we'll go through the starting procedure on the Model T. So first thing we gotta do, we gotta turn on the gas. Down here there's a little knob underneath the tank, and you turn that down right here. So this is off and then on. So then you come around here, you're gonna adjust your throttle and your spark advance. Make sure your spark advance is always up when you start it. You don't want to have it down here. If you do and you crank it, it'll backfire and it'll break your arm. So I always put it up, give it a little bit of gas. This is your fuel adjustment, like an airplane. You got lean and rich, or rich and lean. So open that up just a little bit. Make sure your handbrake's on. And then what we're going to do, I usually choke it 3 times. So come out here, this is your choke right here. You give it a 1 crank, 2 cranks, 3 cranks. Now we're going to hit the ignition and see if it fires.
Almost.
So close. It'll usually fire up on 3 cranks. But it's been sitting for a while, so
I'll go back here and get it when it starts.
Rolling a little bit. Jump in?
Very few cars match the historical importance of the Ford Model T, and in total over 15 million were built between 1908 and 1927. The Model T is responsible for bringing motorized transportation to the common man, and I'll admit when it comes to vehicles this old, I have little to no experience with them when it comes to being hands-on, owning them, or driving them, so this is my first time with anything to do with the Model T. But after a quick walk around with Ted here, everything just seems to make sense when it comes down to the basics on how these machines were built. It's also no surprise to me that the Ford Model T has such a cult following. I'll admit when it comes to Ford or Ford history in general, I'm also no expert. But one thing that does stand out in my mind when I think about Ford or Henry Ford is the testing of the engine in the kitchen sink. Henry Ford built his first experimental engine using scrap metal from parts he tested the engine in the kitchen sink after supper on December 24th, 1893, well over 100 years ago. For ignition, he ran a wire from the ceiling's light bulb. His wife hand-fed gasoline into the intake valve with a chicken baster type thing, if I remember right, and Henry spun the flywheel and the engine roared into action, shaking the kitchen sink. I can just about imagine the excitement, and it makes me think of a memory when I was a kid, having an old Honda motorcycle that had been sitting forever. I was super excited to get it running, and impatiently waiting for the inside of the tank to be treated, so I took a peanut butter jar and attached it basically as a gasoline tank and duct taped it to the bike. I got the bike running just before the school bus was there to pick me up in the morning. As I took it around the block, I remember seeing an old man with a Model T and the look on his face. I imagine I must have been around 13 years old at the time, but the excitement when it comes to getting an old car or bike running for me is still the same. I'm going to leave a link in the description below for Klepp's Garage. They are true automotive enthusiasts and experts on some of this older stuff. So go check their channel out for more automotive content. Thanks for watching. I just drove Ted's 1912 Model T,
Speedster.
right?
Yeah.
Speedster.
Yep.
Model T Speedster. That was quite an experience. It's a little tricky getting a hold of the throttle, and you said you got a 2-speed gearbox. Of course, we were only in first gear, but that was awesome. It was a good time. It's fun to ride in, and it's definitely fast. Like more fast than I would expect. And of course, Ted here is comfortable going much faster than I am in this thing, so it was a lot of fun. I really greatly appreciate you guys showing me your cars and especially letting me drive this. So great experience, really cool. Kind of giving me the bug here. I told him you're making me want something old now so I can tinker with something else. But cool, yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video of the Ford Model T Roadster. That was my first experience with anything to do with Model Ts. Thanks for watching Jerry Jr.'s Garage. You can find me also on TikTok or Instagram for more automotive content. Feel free to check out the links in the description to support the channel or go check out Klepp's Garage.